Welcome back. This is Shirley Davis, and I'm back to another video. I want to welcome back all my subscribers and all my new viewers. This is the channel where we talk about my top stocks. We also talk about dividend stocks. We also talk about business that generates passive income. And tonight, we're going to talk about a few stocks that report this week, and we'll talk about the current context of the market. So what is going on this week on the second week of November of 2022. If you're new, please click the subscribe button to get my frequent updates. Okay, so I'm on earningswhisper.com, and we have a couple of stocks to report this week. We have Palantir Technologies reports on 11/7. So that will be, I believe, this Tuesday. Palantir Technologies, a data analytics company. They collect data. It's a data software company, and they collect data for several different government entities. And they report on 11/7. Okay, so that's this week. Actually, that is tomorrow, 11/7. Then on Tuesday, we have Disney reports, Walt Disney Company. They have a streaming service, so Disney Plus, and also they have the amusement parks. Occidental Petroleum reports on Tuesday as well, 11/8. And Upstart Holdings reports on Tuesday as well. This is a fintech, which is down over 70% this year from highs of well over $200 down to $20 per share. Okay, so those are a couple of stocks that report this week. Palantir being the one to kick off tomorrow on 11/7, and Walt Disney Group and amusement parks will report on Tuesday. What is going on this week? Well, Election Day 2022. This is Wall Street Journal reports. Traders eye midterm. Wall Street Journal says pricing in S&P options indicates that traders are betting on around a 3% move on Wednesday, November 9th. Okay, so pretty much there's an idea that the market will be on pause until after Tuesday. People want to know who will be elected, and whether conservative or more liberal, and what direction the market will take. I think most people are pulling for more conservative candidates. And with that, they'll know that the government is moving forward. So again, we have major elections this Tuesday, November 8th. And then it says here on Wall Street Journal that traders are eyeing a 3% move in the S&P 500 options market. Okay, so these are people that are trading stocks. That means they're not necessarily investors. They're trading on betting on the stock to either move up or move down on November 9th. So that's Wednesday. Okay. Also, we have in the market, when will the Fed stop raising rates? The answer is hiding in plain sight. This is on Next Advisor. This is Jerome Powell. And it says the Federal Reserve fourth big interest rate hike. That was on Thursday or Wednesday, 0.75 last week. In determining the pace of future interest target range, the committee will take into account cumulative tightening of monetary policy and lags with monetary policy affect economic activity and inflation and economic financial developments. It is believed that basically the Fed will not slow down raising interest rates until mid-2023. So this may be May of next year. So that is not good for the tech sector. Okay, so that's not good for stocks like Stripe, Facebook, Amazon, or Google. Okay, so they're not going to stop raising interest rates to the middle of 2023 at best. Okay, so we're talking about March or May of 2023. So I think there will be some stocks that improve with the election, but pretty much the question is still looming: when will the Fed stop raising rates? Now, some people are saying, well, if the Fed would just raise rates 0.5, 0.5%, that will be better than 0.75 like they did this past week. Okay, so that's the news. When will the Fed stop raising rates? We don't know, but it's not good for the tech sector. Okay, that's your Facebook, Apple, and of the like. Okay, here it is on CNBC. Meta could begin large-scale layoffs. Again, Mark Zuckerberg with the metaverse. It's basically scaring a lot of investors away from the Facebook. So Meta is beginning large-scale layoffs this week, reports say. We do know Twitter last week is also laying off people as well. So we talked about Stripe, Facebook now. And like I said, that we know the tech sector is going to be down. With the Fed raising interest rates, the tech sector is going to continue to slump. Okay. Dow futures slide 200 points as investors await midterm elections and inflation report. Okay, earnings playbook, how to trade results from Disney and 3 electric car makers. And top Wall Street analysts pick 3 stocks to bet on during the market uncertainty. Okay. So as I mentioned, with interest rates continue to go up, they were announced last week to raise. And every month that inflation does not come down, they will continue to raise interest rates. Okay, so this is not new. This is why Facebook and several other tech companies will continue to lay off, because basically as money becomes more expensive, they have to let go of people. Okay, so this is not new information. It's just that people didn't know it was going to be this bad. Okay. Now, Apple warns of COVID restrictions in China hurting iPhone production. Okay, this is a big issue for Apple as we go into the Christmas season, whether production numbers will be good. But Apple did just report, so this will probably not affect till next earnings call, but this could be a big problem. Apple warns of COVID restriction hurting iPhone production. Okay, and also, during the week, I do post in my Facebook group. So we had on Friday, we had a couple of top stocks. We had Ford was up 2.75. And we had AMD was up 3.55. And we had ConocoPhillips. ConocoPhillips, luckily, is one of those stocks that were part of the whole oil. People shifted back into oil. And so ConocoPhillips is up over 50% this year. Let's just take a quick look at the chart. Okay, here we are, ticker symbol COP. ConocoPhillips over the past year is up over 78%. So this is one of the winners of 2022 energy, a stock that most people would not have picked. Last year was trading. Let's see, what's trading? Last year, 2021 of August was trading about $56 and trading today at over $132 per share. Okay, so ConocoPhillips, one of the biggest winners of 2022. But last year people's minds was on tech. This year people are shifting to more safety like ConocoPhillips. Now we don't know what the next 6 months to a year will hold, but ConocoPhillips, again, over the last year is up over 78%. Okay, so that's ConocoPhillips. And again, one of the many stocks that I talk about on this channel. We talk about the top stocks, and on Friday, ConocoPhillips was up another 1.92%. Also, we did have Square or Block report, and they were up 14.32%. Now, Square has been down over 70% this year. Now, let's take a quick look at its chart. Okay, here we are with Block, aka Square, was up over 11.35% on Friday. We did see it up as much as 17.78%. This was after a good earnings call. But for the year, Block is considerably down. Look at this. Block is down over the last year, over 75% from a high of $187, and down is over 75%. So again, if you're looking at some of these tech, they are getting body slammed. Okay, so this is another evidence of 2022 not being favorable with interest rates. As interest rates go up, the tech sector will get hammered or continue to get hammered. All right, so those were some stocks that were good on Friday. Again, Block or Square was up over 14.32%. And here's one of my favorite investors, Mr. Ron Barron. He is a Tesla bull, billionaire investor, Ron Barron. If I had more money, I would invest. Okay, so this is Ron Barron. He's very bullish on Tesla and many other stocks. He bought hundreds and hundreds of shares of Tesla when it was only $11 per share. And again, Ron Barron believes that right now, the billionaire investor is the best time to invest, as many stocks are down, some 50, some 70%, and they are still of high quality. Again, you'll see, the market still has ways to go down further, and it has nothing to do with the quality of the company, but it does have to do a lot with interest rates and also with people currently in office. Okay, so as we got two things happening this week, we have elections on Tuesday. We also have the Fed continue to raise rates with no end in sight. Okay, so this is not good for the stock market. But again, you still have investors like Ron Barron who believe the market in the long term, this is the 3 to 5 year horizon, will recover. Okay, so that is the news. Really quickly, tomorrow, Walt Disney will report this week. Walt Disney trading currently at $99.58. Was founded back in October 16th, 1923 out of Los Angeles, California, by Roy Walt Disney, and is led by Bob Paycheck. They will report again on November 8th. They've had a lot of political issues going on between the governor of Florida, Mr. DeSantis. So again, we'll see what happens on Tuesday. They looks like they don't pay a dividend right now. And Bob Chapek has been leading the company for about 2 years now, since Bob Iger left, but it has struggled over the last 6 months. If we look at the chart here, over the past 6 months, Walt Disney is down over 6%. Okay, but a great company. They have Disney Plus. They also have several amusement parks, some in Hong Kong, some in California, some in Florida, and some in Europe in general. Walt Disney World and its studios, they have a lot of assets. We're talking about Marvel Studios alike. We're talking about a lot of great products. Disney with the streaming service, a lot of good content. So those are, good aspects of Disney. I think this might be the worst of Disney, trading at $99. But we could see the stock has gotten as high as $179 per share, and it still does have a 52-week low of $90, but I still think this may go even higher. Okay, again, this will report Tuesday, and like I said, we have several stocks that report this week. Tomorrow, Palantir, Walt Disney on Tuesday, OXY Dental, Petroleum report Tuesday, November 8th. So again, you can get a lot of information on some of these stocks right here on earnestwhisper.com and other stocks that report for the week. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share. If you'd like to get started in investing, please check out my Robinhood link below. And I want to thank you and have a good week.